What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin today, BTC USD. It is the 6th day of July, and here we are at about $61.6 thousand with roughly 11 hours left in the day. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. Let's get into it. Okay, let's talk about this price action here. So we are dropping a little bit on the day. 3% down is a rather large day for Bitcoin. But it's nothing too dramatic. This was to be expected. We did see a nice move up, a nice tenacious move up, and we moved up over the weekend. You guys know how this goes. This is exactly what we were expecting, is that we would move back down to about $60,000 to $59,000. There was a moment down here where we expected to move down to, maybe even below $59,000. It is still a possibility. It is completely possible and acceptable to go below this low. However, I'm more under the assumption at the moment that we're going to form a higher low, probably around this area where we found resistance and support before, and then continue to climb higher, potentially even taking out this high and working our way up to $70,000 to $74,000, something up here, as time goes on. The reason why we were expecting to find resistance in this zone is because from a high, that was not the high. We're going to get on there though. High to a low, not the fake out low, but the high to the low. We're right in the golden ratio, right in that pocket there. It is possible that we find support somewhere between here, the price that we're at now, and 61.4K. It is possible to find support here. We look at our liquidation map. There wasn't a whole lot to the upside. There was a lot to the long side. A lot of the shorts have been taken out. A lot of longs were on the table. We look at this. Let's just see how it plays out. This is over the last week. And we did go up a little bit to clear out some longs as we were expecting, or shorts as expected, and now we're coming down probably to take out this hot zone here. I doubt that we stop right at this blinding white light of a hot zone. I bet we do go a little bit lower, but right there, that's at about 60,700, so probably down towards 60K, if not, again, below 60K. We could go down near 59K, but I'm starting to doubt that we go below 59K or too much below it if that is the case. We look at this on our liquidation map. Where are you? Liquidation map. Oh, man, I'm tired. I hope everybody had a good weekend. We have a lot of shorts right now, right? We've got, on the last day, more shorts than longs. These longs get taken out at about 61.2K. All of them get taken out just below 60K there. So again, kind of lining up with our target areas. Over the last week, still a ton of longs. All of these get cleared out down to 57K, but I don't know if we go all the way down to this pocket. I could see us taking out this pocket at 60K, this pocket here at about 59K, anywhere and everywhere in between. I could see that happening, and then the shorts pile on, and then we start to recover from there. Last 30 days, shorts still outweigh the longs, but there are a lot of longs to clear out, so I do suspect we're going to go lower. That is the suspicion. We look at this on the 1 hour time frame. I mean, this is a tenacious drop, man. What the heck? When did this start? That's on the 1 minute time frame. It doesn't look as scary. On that 1 hour, it does look a little bit scary. I mean, we've dropped 3% today, and this is 1.25% in the last hour. So most of today's dropping has started here. I do assume, we're about like 40 minutes away from the stock market opening. I would assume that we probably find our low soon, and then perhaps bounce and recover throughout the day. We'll see. 1 hour RSI getting oversold, stochastics oversold, MACD. You bounced off the zero, but now you're coming down. Yeah, I mean, it all looks bearish here. It is possible that when you find your low, that you could go a little bit lower or whatever. I just doubt that we would go. I don't know, man. Actually, looking at this, that's not good. If we close below the 236, we don't want to close. What we don't want to do, and it's acceptable to go below this level. We just don't want to close below this level on the daily time frame. If we close below the 236 on a daily time frame, we just might go below 57K. If we close below $60,000 on a daily time frame, we just might go below 57K. But we could see this come down, whatever, do our thing, and come back up. That's okay, as long as we're not closing below this level on the day, right? That would be okay. Anyways, 1 hour time frame does look bearish at the moment. Looks reset. The 4 hour time frame, a little bit more bullish overall, but you are expressing some bearishness right now. We are coming down. Stochastics are all the way oversold. The MACD is bullish overall, but again, you're building some bearish momentum now. Yeah, I mean, here, this would be a good area to, again, look for a bounce, whether it's between here or here, something in this zone. Maybe we don't go too much below 60K. In which case, that's fine, because again, we're interacting with prior areas of support and prior areas of resistance here at 60 to 60.5 thousand dollars. Here we are at 61.7K, so not too much further down. It is possible, I suppose, that we find support here as well, but I think that we go a little bit lower. It's possible, but I think we go a little bit lower. Daily time frame, looking at this bad boy, again, the same assumption. I normally do this part in the beginning of the video, but I did it out of order for whatever reason. The same assumption here as we had back here is that whether we move up, whether we move down, it doesn't matter. Every pump will get dumped into, every dump will get pumped into. We're moving sideways, right? We're going to be in this sideways consolidation range. And, it's the 6th of the month. I don't foresee this lasting too much longer. My expectation is that somewhere between the end of July and in August, we will be looking to break out of this consolidation range to the downside. But until that time, we can have a lot of fun. We can see lower lows, we can see higher highs, we can see a lot of volatility in that time, as we've seen a little bit so far. So, this was from the middle of June to the end of June. Half a month we came to the bottom of the range. Over the next half month, maybe we come up and then back down and then back up. It could be the beginning of August and then we start to break down. I do suspect that we have one final leg, a leg like this, a leg like this, a leg like this, one final leg down before the end of the bear market. And the question is, how big is the leg, right? How big will the leg be? Is it going to be the biggest leg that we've seen so far, in which case maybe we go below 40K? I don't think so. Personally, it looks like, here, you went from this consolidation phase, you went pretty far down. Here from this consolidation phase, you went pretty far down, right? 1, 2, 3. The third leg is the biggest, and typically that's what you see as the third leg being the biggest. Here from this consolidation phase, we didn't go that far down. I would think we don't go that far down now, right? We're still kind of within this realm of consolidation, even though we did break out here. My assumption would be that we don't go too far down, but perhaps we see something similar, of a similar nature to what we've seen so far. So, you've got to imagine from a high to a low, and this is not a exact science, it's just an idea, okay? If we do end up pulling up to this golden ratio zone, which is at about 70, is that right? Let's see, 72.5 to 74K. All right, so let's just put it like right there at 73K, or just above 72K, whatever. If we do that, I doubt we're going to see one that's this big, personally. I doubt we're going to see one that's this big or bigger. Okay, that's my thoughts. And this one here. So we might see the smallest leg so far. We might see something that's in between. But if we were to move the way that we've moved so far throughout this bear market, the idea there would be that we could go, anywhere between low 50s and upper $40,000 levels. That's the idea. My thought would be that we could even see, maybe something that's high. Yeah, we really could see something that's above 51K. This could be the smallest leg down, but this next phase will start, I would assume, sometime in August. If not, we'll continue to consolidate, and maybe it's September or October that we actually start to get our freak on. This consolidation range can last longer than I'm forecasting it to, but call me crazy. I've had a suspicion that we will bottom in August since March, and that's been the call. So I've got nothing else for you guys. I guess we can look at the indicators on the daily time frame. We didn't look at that, did we? Daily time frame, RSI looks bullish. It's neutral right now. Overall, though, you've got some recovery going on, and it looks nice. Stochastics are kind of at an area that you found resistance before. MACD is also at an area that you found resistance before, as far as the histogram goes, right? We put a line right there. You've found resistance like right at this level, or if not just above this level, quite a few times. Overall, you look like you're in recovery mode with all of these. So still, I think that we will, no matter what we do, whether we go down, whether we go up, we're still just going to be consolidating. But for the time being, 61.8K, I would expect that we go down below 61K. We probably do go below 60K, but not by too much, if I really had to guess. But we'll see. You never know. For all we know, we really could, from here, see a lower low. And if we see a lower low, what I would expect is that, this kind of formation is forming. We're probably going to break out of it to the upside. Everybody's going to get excited. The bear market's over, screaming from the top of their lungs, and then we dump. And that's our cycle finale. And it'll happen in either late August or maybe September. Maybe October. If things go the way that I'm thinking they will, maybe it will be sometime in August, if not early September, that we do see the bear market finale finish coming our way. I've got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit the like button, subscribe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your kids. Take care of your coins. They need your attention. Bye-bye.